In the quiet darkness before dawn, billions of bodies surrender to a state so universal yet so mysterious that it has been called the greatest mystery of the human condition. While the world sleeps, a cascade of electrical pulses, hormonal surges, and cellular repairs unfolds inside us, shaping memory, health, and even the very essence of consciousness. This is the story of sleep, a nightly odyssey that scientists have only begun to chart. The study of sleep began in earnest in the early 20th century, when German physiologist Hans Berger first recorded the brain's electrical rhythm, the electroencephalogram, or EEG. His pioneering work revealed that the sleeping brain is not silent, but pulses through distinct stages, each with its own signature waves, from the slow, restorative delta of deep sleep to the rapid, desynchronized beta of wakefulness. Modern sleep architecture is divided into two fundamental categories: rapid eye movement, or REM, and non-REM sleep. Non-REM itself splits into three stages, each deeper than the last. Stage 1 is a light drift. Stage 2 introduces sleep spindles that protect the brain from external stimuli, and Stage 3, also known as slow-wave sleep, is where the body releases growth hormone and repairs tissues. Why does the brain allocate precious hours to slow-wave sleep? Research shows that during this phase, the glymphatic system, a network of channels that flushes metabolic waste, becomes dramatically more active. Amyloid plaques, linked to Alzheimer's disease, are cleared more efficiently, suggesting that a single night of deep sleep may be a nightly detox for the mind. REM sleep, the stage most associated with vivid dreaming, is paradoxically a time of heightened brain activity coupled with muscular paralysis. This atonia prevents us from acting out our dreams, a safeguard discovered after the tragic case of REM behavior disorder, where patients physically reenact nightmares, sometimes with fatal consequences. Dreams themselves have fascinated humanity for millennia, from ancient shamans interpreting nightly visions to Sigmund Freud's theories of the unconscious. Contemporary neuroscience, however, suggests that dreams serve a functional purpose. They replay recent experiences, integrate emotional memories, and simulate future scenarios, essentially rehearsing the brain's problem-solving toolkit. The internal clock that orchestrates sleep is the circadian rhythm, a roughly 24-hour cycle driven by the suprachiasmatic nucleus deep within the hypothalamus. Light entering the eyes triggers retinal ganglion cells that signal this master clock, aligning hormone release, body temperature, and alertness with the day-night cycle. When the circadian rhythm is disrupted, by shift work, jet lag, or artificial lighting, the cascade of hormones such as melatonin and cortisol goes awry. Chronic misalignment has been linked to metabolic disorders, cardiovascular disease, and even certain cancers, underscoring sleep's role as a cornerstone of systemic health. Sleep deprivation, once thought to be a badge of productivity, now carries a steep physiological price. After just 24 hours awake, reaction times slow to the level of a blood alcohol concentration of 0.08%. After 48 hours, microsleeps, brief lapses of consciousness lasting seconds, become inevitable, endangering drivers, surgeons, and pilots alike. Beyond the individual, societies suffer when sleep is curtailed. Nations with the longest average sleep duration report lower obesity rates and higher life expectancy. In contrast, cultures that prize relentless hustle often grapple with rising incidences of insomnia, depression, and reduced economic productivity, revealing sleep as a public health metric. Treatments for sleep disorders have evolved from simple sleep hygiene advice to sophisticated interventions. Cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, CBTI, rewires thought patterns, while pharmacologic agents like orexin receptor antagonists target the wake-promoting pathways. For obstructive sleep apnea, continuous positive airway pressure machines keep airways open, averting nightly oxygen desaturation. Cutting-edge research is now probing the genetic underpinnings of sleep. Variants in the PER and clock genes influence individual chronotypes, whether one is a lark or an owl. Gene editing studies in mice have demonstrated that manipulating these genes can lengthen or shorten total sleep time, hinting at future personalized sleep medicine. Technology, once a villain in the sleep narrative, is being repurposed as a diagnostic ally. Wearable devices monitor heart rate variability, skin temperature, and movement to infer sleep stages, while at-home polysomnography kits bring clinical accuracy to the bedroom, democratizing access to sleep data. As we peer deeper into the night, a profound truth emerges: sleep is not a passive void but an active, restorative frontier. It safeguards our brains, balances our hormones, and stitches together the fabric of memory. In the relentless march of modern life, honoring the hidden hours may be the most vital act of self-preservation we can perform. The next time the lights dim and the world slips into silence, remember that beneath the stillness lies a symphony of biological processes, each note essential to the melody of life. Sleep, the ultimate frontier of human biology, beckons us to listen, to learn, and ultimately, to rest. Deep within the brain's architecture, the glymphatic system acts like a nightly street cleaner, flushing out metabolic waste that accumulates during waking hours. Recent imaging studies reveal that this clearance peaks during slow-wave sleep, suggesting that our nightly rest is as much about detoxification as it is about dreaming. Consider the phenomenon of sleep spindles, brief bursts of rapid brain activity that flicker across the cortex. These spindles are thought to cement new memories, weaving together the day's experiences into lasting neural pathways, a process that explains why a good night's rest can turn a fleeting impression into lasting knowledge. Across the animal kingdom, the patterns of sleep are astonishingly diverse. While dolphins let one brain hemisphere rest at a time, migratory birds can nap mid-flight, and the tiny fruit fly exhibits brief, frequent dozes. These adaptations reveal how evolution has sculpted sleep to fit each species' survival needs. In the realm of genetics, the clock and PR genes act as molecular timekeepers, orchestrating circadian rhythms that dictate when we feel alert or drowsy. Mutations in these genes can lead to disorders such as familial advanced sleep phase syndrome, where individuals fall asleep at sunset and awaken before dawn. Beyond the individual, societal structures shape our sleep. Shift work, artificial lighting, and the 24-hour news cycle have extended our waking hours, disrupting natural rhythms and linking chronic sleep loss to rising rates of obesity, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. Sleep also influences our emotional landscape. During REM sleep, the amygdala, the brain's alarm system, shows reduced activity, allowing us to process intense feelings without the overwhelm experienced when awake. This nightly emotional reset is essential for mental resilience. The phenomenon of sleep inertia, those groggy moments upon awakening, stems from incomplete transition out of deep sleep. Studies show that caffeine, light exposure, and brief physical movement can accelerate this shift, helping the brain regain full alertness more swiftly. In the world of medicine, sleep deprivation is being harnessed as a diagnostic tool. The multiple sleep latency test measures how quickly a person falls asleep in a quiet environment, providing insight into disorders such as narcolepsy and idiopathic hypersomnia. Technology offers both promise and peril. Wearable devices now track heart rate variability and micromovements to estimate sleep stages, yet their algorithms often misclassify wakefulness as light sleep, reminding us that the science of sleep remains intricate and not easily reduced to numbers. Culturally, sleep rituals have shaped societies for millennia. From the siesta in Mediterranean cultures to the Japanese practice of an imuri, sleeping on the job, these traditions reflect an understanding that rest is woven into productivity, not an obstacle to it. Future research points toward pharmacological sleep enhancers that mimic natural slow-wave activity without the side effects of traditional sedatives. By targeting specific neural pathways, scientists hope to restore restorative sleep for those whose brains cannot generate it on their own. Ultimately, the quiet hours we spend in slumber are a testament to the body's capacity for renewal. As we deepen our understanding of the hidden mechanisms at work, we gain not only the power to improve health but also a profound appreciation for the delicate balance that sustains life itself.